So nice.
Lucky number 13. In before stream start. Wow. Wow. Wow.
Turn the sound on. All right, here. You guys can hear me type something really quick while I turn the sound on. How are you guys all doing?
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Okay, I am done now. Hello, everyone. Utterly, how you doing? Atomic, Hector. What's up, guys? What's up? Drink some Pepto-Bismol. Excuse me. Oh, my stomach. I just had to use the washroom.
I see your lucky number 13 and raise you 13 more. Can't believe it's been 26 months already. Countdown to schema fulfillment starts now. Almost.
Crazy, dude. I am so happy and grateful to have you guys here, though. I did Fiber Max today. I had some like extra fiber stuff, so you know, didn't hit.
Dr. Pepper is just sparkling barbecue water.
I mean, technically, it did hit me right where I wanted. Oh, let me fix my hair too, guys. First time I'm actually looking in the mirror today, kinda. Dude, gonna be farting? No, not today. Also, hi Gingy, Dr. Pepper's. Ooh, Dr. Pepper sounds kind of nice right now. Alex, do you use the MX Master for gaming? No. I tried. It sucks. I don't even like... Dude, when I use... Okay, actually, hold on a second. Two-part conversation here. First of all, I use this computer to play League of Legends, specifically TFT. I don't even like using this for TFT. I actually just plug in one of the other mice. Did you guys see League of Legends will no longer be supported on Mac OS and possibly iOS and Android? TFT rather, not League of Legends in general. So they're just stripping it away from... Well, they said on the update thing, it might not be updated from mobile or iOS. No, because they don't want to put resources just for Mac for a couple of patches. They didn't make it seem like that. They confirmed mobile now? Okay, because I read in the original patch note, or I guess like announcement, that maybe not. I'm kind of bummed because that's kind of primarily where I play TFT. So I guess I just won't be playing it for a bit. They confirmed that it's only Mac? That still sucks, dude. I'm so bummed. But you can get the iOS app on Mac? Can you? Will it just play the exact same? Hi, Fairy. How you doing? But yeah, I'm so bummed. So that's just like another thing that I've just been taken away from me this week. They said no more. I'm Grandmaster, my friend, in Double Up. We're so bummed. Oh, are you guys playing on iOS too or Mac? Yeah, I'm like... Because I don't know if you guys know, like whenever I have like an hour or something, I kind of just boot it up just to like get my mind off of things. And I can't do that now. So maybe I will have to install the iOS app or something. I don't know, but like... So stupid. I think this is a Riot L. By the way, the NK email for the mouse is introducing keyboard. Yeah, we are looking into that. So this is the second time this has happened for our novel keys emails. I think what they did was our email thingy. They're there's like a new feature that like auto resends to people who have not opened the first one. And when it does that, even though it should be duplicating the email that we sent originally, it like mixes up a bunch of parts of different emails. I don't even know how that happens, but I ended up just getting rid of that feature for now. So it should, I mean, I did actually already once when it happened like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, but it kind of popped up back up on itself. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you already know it's MailChimp, so yeah, kind of irritating. But yeah, they're switching engines, so it's natural that it would be difficult for them to natively support Mac. Oh, is that the reason? But I feel like, shouldn't they like test all this stuff on all the operating systems beforehand? I don't know. How am I doing? I'm okay. My voice is still a little bit screwed up. I tried to get an appointment today. No one answered the phones. Smoge. So I guess I'll just wait for tomorrow. I'll try to call them back. I don't know, man. I want to get better, man. You know, for a gazillion-dollar company with 10 cents on their back, by the way. Exactly. I heard some Office now prefer using apps. I don't even know if they would have an app. No one gave me any information other than because it was a referral thing. I only got a phone number. Riot is definitely a small indie company who doesn't make a lot of money, so you know, just maybe. I do miss Mort Dog too, not gonna lie. Did he stop doing anything? I can't remember the story with him. Starting my night shift with an alexotos stream. How you doing, Fire? This set? I hate this set. I'm actually just playing Chonk's Treasure. I hate this set. Normally I at least get myself to like diamonds or something, but I'm not playing this one here. This set's awful. And even Chonk's Treasure is irritating right now, so they're getting lazy, typical behavior when a company gets too big / rich. I feel like this has been an ongoing story for Riot for a long time. I don't even remember the last time, like, I think there was one season in recent history for TFT in which I truly enjoyed. Okay, do you guys just want to see this already? I don't even, honestly, the dedicated TFT launcher is, like, not a big deal to me, you know what I mean? Oh, let me go with the seal. One moment. I put it back. I don't know why I did that before. Ooh. I'm so excited for this. I even went out and I bought Dolch for this too. It's gonna be so sick. Just let me take this out for now. I don't really need this. Ooh. No, okay, so this is kind of like a mini personal / doing this for Unikeys build. So this is gonna be like semi-sponsored. Regardless, I don't think we were gonna do any deep diving into reviewing this since we've already reviewed it. It's more just a showcase. Like, it's just a for fun build today, guys. This is like one of the few streams where I feel like we get to do something just for funsies to look at it. And I don't have to feel the pressure of like nitpicking because we've already done 2 Seal80 builds prior to this. So, but this is going to be a special edition one, and it has been, I have to admit, this is like something that finally got me pumped up to pick up Dolch. So, yeah. Dolch is on KVD fans. At least that's where I got it. I don't know if it's still on KVD fans, though. We're not putting Greg on this. Ain't no way. Ain't no way, dude. But how are you guys all doing today, by the way? How are you? Which Dolch?
Hello, Alex.
The one on KVD
Hope
fans?
you are having a nice week. Excited
Chief,
for
thank you so much for the
today's
tier
build
1,
and
man.
happy Tuesday, y'all.
Dude, I'm having an interesting week this week. I can't say it's like good or bad. It's just kind of like, it's kind of there. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, but I mean, I feel like we all have those weeks. Nothing you can do. Best thing you can do is just be around people you like. You know? That's literally it. Some info on this board. someone asked why is it 800 CAD. I don't think it was 800 CAD. I'm pretty positive if you add a bunch of extras it will be, but I'm pretty sure this is like 600 and something CAD, which I don't remember what that equates to in USD. I don't know, I have to find the conversion here, but yeah, it's 630-ish CAD. It's $5. Come on now, it's at least 7. It's at least 7, and you need to add a PCB and plate. I thought those are extras. Hold on a second. Let me find out. Let's see. Kit includes PCB and cable, daughter board. So does it not come with a plate? Okay, so you need to buy a plate, not a PCB. So if we pick a plate up, I just pick up the Alu 1.5. Okay, so it's still $670. You guys made me say that. You guys legitimately... Dolch R5X is waiting on a shelf. Got him. Alright, let's just start the build. Watching the new Spider-Man in 12 hours? Wait, new Spider-Man. Isn't that the 31st? Bro, what day is it? 31st is Friday. Is there like, I guess, pre-sale tickets? It's out. What? They said 29th for some countries? Oh. No, I don't remember now. You have to add a plate, apparently, Phoenix. Which, I don't know, I thought... Yeah, actually, wait a second, guys. Hold on a moment. It includes a plate. Yeah. See, I was right. I thought maybe, I don't know, I was being fooled there. But yeah, it does say here, the base kit does not include a plate. You know, I'm a little confused by this. No, Phoenix, it does actually say it doesn't include a plate. But then it gives you the option to pick a plate. I'm confused by that. I will talk to Unikeys about that. I didn't even realize that it said that on the bottom. Either way, it still should be around 640 CAD. Let's just round up. All right. Boom. Let's take a look. I used to go to so many movie screeners back in the day. Saw so many movies early, and people who went are usually cooler too. I've only seen one movie early, and that was Wicked. Does that make me kind of cool? Wow. Actually, wait, where's my Dolch set? I didn't prep for this, by the way, guys. Oh, it's right there. Perfect. It's behind me. Wow. Let's see. Did I zoom it all the way? I feel like my desk is not. Whatever. Huge box. Yeah, this is huge. So we got pretty much all the accessories here, I think, right? Hopefully the plate's in here. We have our PCB, solder PCB. I don't know, but they're just screwdrivers. Some accessories here. I think, is this a keycap? What is this? Oh yeah, an artisan keycap of some sort. Let's see. Dude, I even lubed like TTC XPTs for this. This is gonna be a nice build. Does Alex usually apply his own affiliate code when shopping on Unikeys? I don't think it works that way. It's associated with my email, so it wouldn't count if you really wanted to get into the nitty gritty of it. Because I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Like one time I tried. I just wanted to see if it worked. It does not work. Not with Unikeys, just like when I started stuff. All these systems just tie with your email. So it won't work that way. All right, cute little artisan. I did lube all these, yeah. I used a thin layer of 204 on this today. They were unlubed TTC XPTs. Ooh. I mean, I guess you technically could use a different email, but listen, guys, I don't. One thing I think you should know about me is I'm very like by the book. I like doing things by the book, or as by the book as I possibly can. Does this come with an artisan? I will try to figure this right now. Does it come with an artisan? Kit includes. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't say. How much do you get from from affiliate codes? 3 million? Believe it or not, I don't, to tell you guys I mean, I'm not even, like, I'll tell you guys, like, it's not much. I don't really push my affiliate codes, so I don't really make a lot of money with affiliate codes. Maybe in total, like, per month on everything, like $800, maybe. I don't really, like, push them. It's not crazy. So, Alex has people to do that? Yeah, but even so, I don't really promote affiliate codes like I probably should. I never have. I know they're really powerful, but I also just don't like doing it. So, and I'm talking Canadian bucks. All right. Every time someone buys MX Black's Alex's affiliate code, he gets to eat another pizza. No, I think if people buy Switches with codes, I think it's like 70 cents. I don't think it's that much, dude. Nothing? No accessories on the top? Let's see. With how many MX Blacks I see on the Discord? Yeah, but the problem... Okay, last thing about this and I'll tell you. The problem is the few vendors that actually still stock MX Blacks, I don't have affiliate codes with. Though they're my favorite Switch, so I would be lying to you guys about trying to, like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, it's my favorite, one of my favorite Switches, so... It's kind of like... Oh, this is nice. I like this already. Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of EU things either. Oh shit, that's a nice little accent there. Look at this, guys. Ooh la la. That is pretty. Ooh, I like what they did with that too. Shit, this is a fun special edition. The Dolch. Ooh. The SENSY Seal80 is a really nice board. I gotta say, it is pretty. I wouldn't say this is like an extremely heavy board, but it definitely has a little bit of weight. You know? I don't know, like off the top of my head, maybe it's like 3.5, 4 pounds, maybe. This is pretty. So aluminum plates, TTC XPTs today. Oh, it's gonna be a good build. Did you ever build an all aluminum one after that PC one? Yes, and it was way nicer. That's why I'm actually like excited for this one too. So, this is a pre-order, but I guess technically it is a group buy. But I don't know if this is like guaranteed to run no matter how many people join it. I guess it's labeled group buy, but it's also labeled pre-order. But I think the fulfillment that I read, let me go find it. Q4. And then it ends on August 2nd. So this is going to be a smaller run, I suppose, of only like a week of being sold. Let me get the plate out. All right. This is pretty. I'll zoom out here too. I got the red Seal80 and ordered the Dolch edition too. Yeah, the Dolch edition is really nice. But I'm also just a big sucker for like this particular kind of like gunmetal gray type thing. I don't know about EU vendors for this. I only know of Unikeys. I can check later though. I'll check some stuff for you guys. Is everyone having a good day though? Everyone feeling good? When you loop switches, you still only do the stem and spring. When I loop switches, I primarily spring swap. I mean, certain switches I don't. So technically, yes, I'm redoing the spring. And then I only ever do the stem. I personally, I don't know. Have you guys gone back to the housing lube method? I don't think it's something that I personally find a necessity to do. I recently tried experimenting with lubing the pole again, and honestly, it's awful, and I don't ever want to lube the pole. So that's the one lubing method that I think I'll probably never use. The 2020 meta of lubing literally everything in sight. I think there's nothing wrong with bag lubing springs. If you guys want to bag lube springs, you guys go for it. So, the rails as well as the stem, the rails of the switch. Are you sure? I think my lube guide I've done only the stem. Unless that's my old one. Are you sure? That might be my old one. I think my new one, which is like from 2022 or 2023, is just the stem. I'm pretty sure it is. All right, let's take this out too. So much like dust on this thing. Very pretty though. What's up? How you doing, Box? Box, I'm so excited to patina your Manta. So excited. I had some cherry browns that I donut dipped the spring and I got lube on the poles and it made this sound so shit and inconsistent. Yeah, that's one thing I really don't recommend donut dipping your springs. I know that was like a meta thing to do to save time in quotations, but it's legitimately like, it's so risky because the thing you're going to end up doing is getting lube in places you don't want, you know? Tomorrow is Manta Day. Some warnings, actually, because I am currently trying to make sure that all markets can get from me for Manta. I might not be able to set up in a few markets, just because I don't know how to set it up. So, it'll be primarily worldwide, but there might be a few places in which I am struggling to get set up properly. I will have Canada. Early hobby issues. I don't know why you don't you do anything other than bag lube with 105. Well, these days I feel like you bag lube springs, you nicely lubricate the stem, you're golden. That's it. Let me actually take off one of my earbuds. I've been wearing them all day and they're kind of bugging me. No, I don't do the housing at all. Ravius, how you doing, man?
70 already. Time flies.
How are you, dude? Dude, 70 months is crazy, dude. Oh, I missed 2 screws. I've had no issues just lubing the ends of springs with 205. That is pretty much what I do. If I'm doing client ones, I always bag lube. But if I'm doing my own, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I do a triple pass. Top, bottom, and then a swipe of lube in the middle with the brush that's kind of already been used and dry. So, that is it. God, this accent piece is so pretty on this. Is there a giveaway for 550? No, I don't even know why I have this up still. There's no more giveaways, guys. I'm prepping to do more giveaways next week. But I have nothing else right now. I gave away like 15 keyboards again, so I have nothing else. Yeah, this is a resin accent, by the way. Nothing else to give away. Like I said, I'll try to prep some more next week. This Seal80 is more of like a gray. It's to match Dolch. If it appears more green on my stream, I'm not sure why that is, but no, it's not really olive at all. It's this. In case you guys want to know, it's based off of the Dolch palette from the DCS run of this. So it's a charcoal warm gray with a teal accent. The case is offered in 2 colorways though. It's black and olive. I'm pretty sure this is the black version. Like, I would assume so. I'm like 90% positive. Is this considered olive? This is the olive? Dude, this is not olive. Is this supposed to be from the R5 one? Hi, Bull, how you doing? This looks, I would say this looks very different from the render on the website. I mean, you know what's weird though? Okay, here, let me just share my screen quick. This is olive. This is okay. See this? They have this photo when you hit olive and black, right? This is olive. Wish I can make this larger. I don't know, man. Like, maybe. But I would say, like, the picture is doing this, like... It's definitely not black. I don't know. I thought this might have been, like, what they considered to be dark gray or something. But then, when you look at it here, when you actually look at the photos, the real-life pics, it definitely looks more now like the actual color in my hands. Maybe a smidge on the olive side. Maybe. Still looks good though. That is Dolch R5X matched. Well, perfect. That's what I have. It'll be perfect then. Okay. Perfect. Let's put this to the side. I'll put the screws to the side too. Very Dolch. You know, I'm actually not really, like, I've been waiting for an excuse to buy Dolch. Just because, like, I'll be honest with you guys. Dolch has never really been, like, my priority pickup. But when I saw this, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of a sucker. Because I think I told you guys, like, a few weeks ago. I want to start matching my keyboards a little bit better. You know, like, I want to start getting back into that. When I saw this, I'm like, this is an excuse to pick up Dolch finally. So that's what I did after avoiding it for so long. But yeah, now we have Dolch. Well, now I have Dolch. You're waiting for matching switches? I get it. I appreciate your video on the Keyboy Advance. Got a polycarbonate version with... Oh, nice. The polycarb ones, I think, are the best ones. I mean, Dolch was in stock on KBD Fans. So I did pick it up on KBD Fans. I don't know if it's still in stock there right now. You'd have to go check. I like this PCB. I can't remember if the PCB for the actual run was this color, but this is a beautiful color PCB. Holy shit. Beautiful. Let me get some stabs and we'll start lubing up some stuff here. Oh, Oblonsky has it too? Oblonsky has, like, everything, dude. Oh, okay. So a bunch of people have it. You guys are good if you guys want to pick this up with Dolch and have a color matching board, for sure. Have you seen Steve Lacy incident at the Spider-Man premiere? No. What is that? Did something happen? We don't do split right shift on TKLs, right, guys? He was yapping too much? Oh. I don't know. I didn't watch any of this stuff. I don't really watch media like that, so. Only for HHKB? Alright. Fair. We do all splits, split right, split shift, and backspace. Jeez, dude. Jeez. All splits better, less stabs. Yeah, this was a very last minute build I threw together. Basically, I got Dolch in literally a few days ago.
If you guys don't do split right on 7U, where do you put F in? Are you allergic to layers?
I kind of do like the idea of a TKL with split, but I do think it kind of looks weird on a TKL. I don't know why. Hey, nothing wrong with layers. You can't hate on layers. Why do you need function on TKL? Man, I don't know. I feel like use the right code as function. Yeah, I guess. But it's harder to win keyless. You know? I think, like, for me, I have media controls bound to some of the, like, layer keys. It's a really good topic, actually. I actually would find usefulness in layers on a TKL. I don't know about you guys. Me, personally, I actually think I would. Regardless of using the code key. Because in this case, I can't even because it's win keyless. But full right shift split backspace on a TKL. What, for more like symmetry? I have a macro pad for media controls. I could use a macro pad. I don't know, it's more desk space though. Damn, interesting topic. I don't use my Stream Deck for much media stuff. I probably should though, because it's technically a macro pad. I've gotten to the point, but never had the need to utilize layers. Oh. Yeah, sometimes I have shortcuts that I make or macros that I make for programs. Like certain keybinds. Go ISO, Alex. Does this PCB support it? Oh yeah, you can. Good old solder, man. It's crazy. I feel like we've been using so many hot swap PCBs that sometimes I forget that solder has a lot of options. It's crazy for real. Are you team ISO or ANSI? I don't know, man. I'm on team be happy and do whatever the fuck you want. I grew up with... here in Canada, when I was much younger, we had keyboards basically in the computer labs in classes that were all ISO. I don't even remember when we swapped over to ANSI. But I remember for the longest time we had the big old enter key on the keyboards. Maybe it was like high school for me or like late elementary. But I'm pretty sure it was high school. And I even think some of the high school stuff still had some of the ISO keywords. Oh, this way. ISO is based? Yeah. I mean, why not? It's a nice looking thing, you know? I'm full on scooped though. I don't really like bar. Scooped is it. Did we swap in the early 2000s? I don't remember. I remember in high school though, and I think that was like 2007 for me or something. I remember some of the classes still had it, but it was probably just old tech that they didn't upgrade. Most likely. Step caps? Always. My only hope is that the future Schema TKL has ISO support. Yes. Oh, obviously. I think that if we didn't have it on at least the solder PCB for that, it would be blasphemy. Absolute blasphemy. I mean, you're older than you, and we were in ANSI. We were ANSI in my high school. Maybe mine just didn't switch over. I remember there were computer classes that still had the old keyboards in high school for me. But then again, I feel like my high school that I went to didn't have maybe the right funding to get new stuff. Because it's not like there's a humongous difference between ANSI and ISO at the end of the day. They're still useful keyboards. Yeah, we had floppy disks. There were still certain applications in high school that I remember having to use floppy disks for. You know what? I don't remember what it was, but I remember having to use them and I hated using them. Because CDs were so popular and it was just like, why didn't we just use those? But yeah, some of the classes, like, they made just learn floppy disks. I missed out on Manta. 60 is not my thing, so skipping Schema, but Schema TKL will be buying with my eyes closed. Damn. Random color. Should we make a randomizer for the next one? Little thought exercise. At what layout does ISO just don't make sense? Like, what do you mean by that? Explain your thought hash. Schema TKL Extreme Pack? What does the Extreme Pack have? Everything? Like, is it like the other one we made? Yeah, there's still some Mantas tomorrow, guys. You can be intelligent and have different keyboards with ISO and ANSI. I agree with you, Andy. Do you rebind caps lock? On Mac, yeah, I mean, dude, honestly, even on Windows, I don't use caps lock at all. I think I just like the key there, but I like the step key, but I don't use it for what it is. Any chance you'll be reviewing the Eclipse? Yes, this Sunday. It should be this Sunday anyways. I'm pretty sure it'll arrive by then. Pretty sure. Oh man, I'm thirsty. Today I've been dehydrated. Oh. Sonoma will be... Sorry. Sonoma will be the 31st, which I think is Friday, right? I'm gonna make you do more configs than Captain had to do. Wait, for which? For which Nemo? You mean the Sonoma? Did I get a hot swap PCB though? I'm not even sure. I haven't checked the contents of the box yet. Because if I didn't get a hot swap, that's gonna be kind of tough. So many mount options in box. Oh, are we talking about mounts or are we talking about switches? Sorry, I should clarify. Because I don't know if I want to swap out switches 8 times. What stabilizers are those? These are Night V4s, right? Yes. Night V4s. Very easy to use stabilizer. Sorry if you guys hear me clear my throat every now and then. I don't know what it is. I'm just not getting over whatever this is. My throat still is scratchy. It doesn't hurt anything or anything now, but God, dude, it's irritating. Barely lube them and slap them together. Oh, for night stabs? Yeah. Are they sold out everywhere? Dude, if you guys need good stabs, just get the Type Plus. If you guys are just on a budget, just get cherry clip-ins. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. No need to stress about that, man. I heard COVID is back again. Yeah, I don't know if that's what I got, though. I feel like whenever I get COVID, though, it's it lingers for weeks. Unfortunately, I didn't read and BDZ the shit out of my wires. Ooh, for which one, Kevin? Did you mention before that... Which ones were they? Night V4s? Yeah, I think if you're going to use Night V4s with BDZ, extremely light coat. This is not a commission, no. This is a showcase build. This was just something that Unikeys was like, hey, do you want to showcase this? And they kind of said no pressure. So I said, sure, I'd like to build it. Today is actually an extra stream day. If you guys didn't, I guess, see the schedule, I just kind of wanted to do it. So I'm going to put this together. We're going to have some fun with it. Like I said, this was kind of last minute because I did have to order the keycaps, but it was kind of just, like I said, an extra for fun stream. So I didn't really put too much thought into just looking into the board because we've already looked at the SENSY Seal80. It's not new. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like this would have been fun. In a fun way to get back into the groove of streaming after being off for a few days. That's why I'm let's just have fun, take our time today. It is a group buy keyboard, so it is technically a sponsored stream. But yeah, I'm not doing any reviewing here. We're just going to put it together. How Alex got his groove back? How much was this in GB? I don't remember how much the OG Seal80 was. I'm pretty positive it was around the same, no? Maybe a few bucks cheaper, but... I'm glad you're doing this board because I'm in the GB, not the Dolch, but the same shit. Yeah, it's going to be exactly the same. As far as I read, there's no changes that they've made. So it's just a recolor, basically. Excited for the 560 tomorrow? Dude, same. That's going to be fun. I don't even know what color Clever sent over, but it just arrived today. So I'm pretty pumped up. I got to figure out some switches I want to put in that. I don't know if he's already sent me over some, but I'm pumped. Yeah, cherry clip-ins are great with 205. You don't have to use anything else. .205 is like the miracle lube for everything in keyboards. Keyboards. Don't try it in other things, please. Knights are like premium cherry. You need to clip that. That's it. Yeah. I still think cherry clip-ins are the best value stabilizer, hands down. Nothing's really come up yet that's really made me think otherwise. Some people were saying those like GH4 stabs or whatever they're called, the ones, or GK4s or whatever they're called. I don't know. I still think cherry clip-ins like tried and true. You know what I mean? GK3s, yeah, whatever those ones there. GK2s, whatever they are. Hey Alex, has Bowl or you announced the counts for mount extras? Sort of. Ask me again at the end of the stream. That way there we can like do one thing at a time. But I already kind of did. There's not many. I think there's like... Yeah, it's not many. There's like 4 blues, for example. There's not a lot. Oh, okay, let's put these together. I guess we just have to put this. So sad that Mode Loop got discontinued. I hope Mode does another TKL after this project. I feel like TKLs have not received a lot of love these days. Looks good. Mode Loop wasn't that popular. I preferred the OG Mode 80. And I think Gingy knows, I actually think the loop was their weakest keyboard design, but some people really liked the loop. You know? Speaking of TKL issues, what happened? TKLs are scarce and can't lie? They are, kinda. They're endangered for sure. Yeah, it was a little charming. Like, it had some, like, fun themes to it, some, like, retro item themes to it, but I don't know. I still feel like it didn't really go with Mode's overall lookbook of stuff, if that makes sense. The Tempo was the product I was rooting for. That was my rooting for keyboard. But unfortunately, the Tempo, I don't know, the Tempo didn't do well. The Katina TKL? Oh, really, Nikki? That sucks. What was the QC issues? Who's vendoring that again? Yeah, like I'd like to know more about that too. Everything bad with it? Everything? So what are they gonna do? I didn't even read about this. Yeah, this is like year of the 60s right now. Yeah, last year I feel it was like 65s. This year is like 60s. I'm hoping we switch over to TKLs or something at the end of the year. That's a shame. Katina was a beautiful board. Yeah, I'll DM you. Okay, I'll take a look. Scuffs, dents, wrong plates? Oh. So that's is that such a shipping issue or a manufacturing packaging issue? Potentially QC issues on the vendor's parts too? That's not good. It's really not good. I feel like all I see are 60s and TKLs. I've been seeing a lot of 65s. I feel like we got a big amount of 65s. I feel like TKLs are not super duper popular. Also, Viri, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then I feel like I would love to see some 65 XTs or FRL TKLs again. I feel like, not for nothing, they've been kind of scarce. Haven't seen a single one soon. I was really shocked about the Athena 75. Shocked in a good way. Because, dude, we don't really see many custom 75s anymore. Other than, what, the Sonnet? But the Sonnet's not a new keyboard. And then we saw the Athena. And what else has been 75 recently? So, Yeah, I know. I like XTs, but I feel like I don't want to say the fin wasn't like good, but I think the fin just had some design elements that wasn't for everybody. Is Nuxross making a 75? 75s need to come back, like in a good way though. They have to be good 75s. Yeah, we have been getting a lot of 1800s though. Oh, Alex, please, Alex, for which story? Talk to Gawk? Dude, it's so funny that you mentioned that today. And even Rockets. This morning, I woke up, I kid you not, I messaged some people and I messaged Novel Keys. I was like, really random thought. Because I'm not going to lie, guys, I had a keyboard dream last night and it was about the 7V. And I messaged them and I was like, is it still having a round two? The answer is kind of just up in the air from what I understand, but dude, strangest thing ever. I was literally the first thing I like, one of the first messages I sent this morning was, is 7V still happening? I actually like slept pretty good last night. I put my my mask on, and you know when, well, maybe not everyone knows, but the mask fit perfectly last night. And I just like didn't move from the spot I was in, and it just fell asleep. Kind of sad about Daily Clock. Yeah, I'm shocked about that one there too. It's a little bit old news now, but yeah, when I heard they were having some issues and not shipping things out, I removed them from my vendor list because that's not a good sign. But yeah, if you guys ever need some like insight on vendors, I try to be up to date as much as possible when something happens. Even when something doesn't happen, I try to update my list about 3 or 4 times a month. So, can we do Gamba on Dolch? Absolutely. Yes, I will definitely do that infiltration. Just to give you guys heads up, it'll probably 7 p.m. tomorrow, Eastern. I think. But I'll let you guys know. Me and Bull will confirm tomorrow. Side tangent, the new Stroke album dropped and I'm in love. That's good, man. Dude, it's good to find an album you just like, you know? More like Bestern. I haven't had the time to build my Mantis Sage. Yeah. I know how you feel. I have a few boards that I haven't had a time. There's like genuinely more than 5 boards which I own. And I just haven't been able to like build them. And I bought them, and I hate it because I feel like it's going to waste. But it is what it is. Random question, but do you use dielectric grease when lubing stabs only on cherry switches or C3s? But you don't really see many C3s. When are you seeing Spider-Man Brand New Day? We have tickets to see it tomorrow. I don't mean to be that guy. I'm not trying to get pity from you guys. I don't think I'm going to have a free weekend for like 3 weeks. I basically just have so many things going on. Like, I'm just helping like family and stuff like that. So I think for like the next 3 weeks, I will have no free weekends. I don't think I have the energy to go see it after work one day. So I'm probably just going to wait. Honestly, I might just see it like late August if it's still in theaters. You probably will. Honestly, I don't like going to movies early anyways. So I'll just wait. If I find a few spare minutes in a day, or I should say hours, I might go, but just take a box with Switch lubing stuff. No, dude. I don't want to work while I go do that. I don't wanna. Have you seen The Odyssey? No, same story. I just don't know when I'm gonna have time. What's a good price for used sonnets? That I'm not sure. The used keyboard market is not something I'm very well versed in. I don't know how to replace it personally, Matt, but I think they offer free replacements. I'm sure it's really easy to replace, though. I'm sure it's not that bad. But I'm pretty sure the thing that I remember was you sent it to them. It should last like 3 years or something, or 4 years. Schematica Gacha? Oh gosh. Alright, let's put this together. That would be too much. Oh, there's the screws. That reminds me, Alex, tell me. Need this. Thinking of my endgame keycap more than an endgame board. That keycap's beautiful, dude. I know some people hated it, but... no, there is nothing new about tariffs. I did find... There was an... not that it really matters, but like, I don't know. I'll just ramble. I'm sure you guys don't mind. I hope you guys don't mind. There was like an interesting thing that popped up on Shopify yesterday regarding commercial rates versus postal rates, which I didn't even know were a thing for tariffs. And I kind of got like confused because I was setting up some stuff on a Shopify page. Also, hi Apiary, how you doing? Hello, hello. If you guys haven't, please follow Marcia. She will be building the schema soon. Also, hi Adam, how you doing? Thank you, Marcia. Appreciate it.
Nice. 3 years.
Yeah, I got like this postal versus commercial thing, and honestly, I didn't really understand what it was. So it said, please like enable postal if you're using postal services. So I did that, and then it made all of my...
It's Alex.
Thank you, Marcia. And then it made all of my tariffs worldwide $1.87 American. And I was like, that doesn't sound right, considering like I tested it yesterday and the tariffs were not that. So I contacted Shopify and they're just like, I don't know, honestly, it was kind of confusing, man. I tried to read up on it, and apparently the $1.87 is right because that's a flat fee for tariffs. But then you read into it more, and there's a catch. If you do this thing called postal rate, it's by value of the item, which I thought that's what commercial rate was anyways. And then I don't even know how to explain this, man. It's so confusing. I apologize, guys. Basically, what they were saying was if you do postal rate, you'll be subject to random inspections for like the value of the product and then billed later. Postal is letters. They were saying it wasn't, though. Because they were saying it's the postal rate is any package that has up to $750 of value. And this is the part where I was like, I don't get it. What's like literally I have no clue what's going on with this stuff. So I ended up just saying, I contacted someone else who knows a lot more than I do, and I was like, what do I pick? And they said just stick to commercial. So I'm just going to stick to that, dude. You know, I'm just going to stick to it there. The way that I'm one of the few keyboard creators, I love seeing nerd out about switches and shit. Oh, thank you, mother. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love experimenting with stuff. I like tinkering. Interesting to see how it goes. It's so, dude, it's so confusing. Like, genuinely, I hope this is over one day with all this bullshit with tariffs and stuff. Like, not that tariffs are hard to understand. It's just the way that everything's been going about handling them makes it extremely difficult to understand. How much would you say screw and stabs are against... Wait, sorry. How much would you say screw and stabs are against like plate mounted Durox? What do you mean, like which one do I like better? Are you asking like brand wise? You were one of the reasons I bought a Razer V475 back then. I came across that video and ended up with it. Yeah, the Razers are one of the very few decent mainstream keyboards I found. I quite liked them. Actually, I was using mine the other day. I was putting some other switches in it. I took it apart and then rebuilt it. Believe it or not. Which are better in terms of price? Well, clip-ins are... Oh, you don't have to worry about it. I was just clarifying. I mean, technically, cherry clip-ins are always going to be your best value. But if you want good screw-ins, I would say just... I would say the Durox are... I don't know, man. Does everyone still hate Durox stabs? I love Durox stabs. I think they're neat. I think they work. You've never liked them? Oh, I don't know. I like them. I rock Duroc. I feel like I'm the only person who still likes Duroc in like the keyboard content creator world. This is reminding me that I have to clean my keyboard. One of the best things you can ever buy. All right, Casey? Best things is one of those electronic blower things. Take it outside. Boom. Clean your keyboard. 5 seconds. You're good to go. Durox Goated? Yeah, I like Durox stabs. Hashtag ad. It's not an ad, man. What do you mean ad? For the blower thing that I don't remember the name of? I have no affiliate code? This guy. This freaking guy, Adam, dude. Adam, how have you been? We've all missed you. I feel like it's been a long time. Especially for someone who regularly changes switches and they tend to have different travel lengths. I feel like Durox stabs have influenced my GMK keycaps warping. Really? I don't think I've ever had that. I don't know. Damn. This guy shows up for mod work and doesn't have the hashtag ad correct. Classic. This guy, dude. I've got mine in the drawer next to me. I came with little brushes too. I got to figure out why my space key keeps ticking. If you have, well, not to try and diagnose it, because I feel like I'm just kind of inserting myself into this conversation for fixing things. But I would be very careful of adding more lube. If you've already added more lube a bunch of times, don't continue to add lube. Could actually make the ticking worse, because it might not even be ticking from like the stabilizer. It could be ticking from the amount of lube. Durox on my Simpler 60, and it's my fave set of stabs I've made. I think there's an invisible bend in the wire / spring thing. Yeah, I mean, you could also just, I mean, maybe if you're not sure, take it apart. I've done that. Take it apart when I'm really not sure about what the hell's going on. At least that way there you have like a clean plate to fix things. But yeah, I honestly, like, I don't know if I can ever go back to a keyboard that has any sort of like stabilizer rattle or ticking now. Hey Alex, on my stabs, when I press a key a bit harder, I have a ping noise. Tried tuning it with no luck. Any suggestion? Is it seated properly? Here, let me install these and I'll show you guys. I've taken it apart like 6 times. What stabilizers are you using? How do you approach your reviews? Feels like every review is good enough now. Or every keyboard's good enough now? Let me answer that in a second. First, I'm going to show people some stab stuff. But that is a very good question because it is taking me a long time to figure out a format in which I think makes sense and is also fair and not just me being like negative for the sake of being negative or positive for the sake of being positive. But really quick, just to show everyone something. See this? Where's my stabs? See how they're flush right now? If by chance it's not flush with the PCB, you could have ticking as well. So make sure it's all flush. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is don't over tighten your screws. You could cause binding. And you could cause the plastic to warp in like different directions. So what I mean by that is, see how they're straight right now? If you overscrew these, what could happen is the stabs could do this. Okay? So you could also get, I guess, binding device. Good game. You could also have some like weird noises happening from something like that. The last thing I would urge you to check is if there's any lube sitting underneath the stabilizers. If there is, it might be kind of creating this like suction effect, right? And what that sounds like is when there's some, where's the tape? When there's a bit of lube sitting underneath the stab, this is what it's going to sound like, right? Like when you tap normally, I'll flip this around, right? So that's a pretty normal sound when something hits this. But now look at this when I do it like this. So because this is sticky and also the lube would be sticky, this could also be a reason why something sounds like it's ticking and it's not actually you that did anything wrong. It's just the lube has settled. So ensure there's nothing sitting underneath. Some people go a little crazy when they're tuning stabs. And they end up with too much lube. So, I told you the painter's tape's coming out. Yeah, you knew. All right. And then the last thing I can tell you guys too is just make sure everything actuates before you put it together. And then I think the last other question is, how do I approach reviews? So I kind of have like a long time ago, people used to say, "Oh, Alex, you're not." I'll take a little time out here to explain. A while ago, people used to kind of like tease me a little bit and be like, "Oh yeah, well, more than a little bit. Alex is like too positive, or he doesn't make like whatever reviews." The thing is, back in the day, I was always just excited to look at keyboards. And I did take like a lot of criticism and stuff seriously. Even though I felt like I still was criticizing things, I was just doing it in a very nice way. So I remember there was one day I sat down and I had a notebook, one of my older notebooks, and I wrote down every piece of the keyboard that I could possibly like give an opinion on. So sound, feel, gaskets, like aluminum, like the anode, everything. I said to myself, now I'm going to take out and cross out anything that's subjective. There was like 4 things left at the end of the list. There's actually not a lot of things that you can confidently say are objective when looking at keyboards. A lot of it is going to be subjective. Plus, we're at a state of the hobby right now where I haven't seen maybe like 2 keyboards in the last 2 years bad anodization. There's not, like, it doesn't happen. So like there's one thing where like, okay, we don't really talk about much anymore. I also really haven't seen like major glaring flaws like we used to have back in the day. Maybe every now and then we get one where we'll kind of sit here and be like, no, this is awful. I think there was a few keyboards in the last little bit where I've kind of had to be like, all right, let's take a step back. Like, what are we doing here? But you rarely even see that. Like, everything's so like tried and true now. Okay, for example, even yesterday's build with the tick type build, we kind of criticized it using tray mount. But like at the end of the day, what if someone enjoys the tray mount? That's even subjective. And I was actually editing the stream yesterday or this morning, and I thought to myself, man, I really harped on the tray mount thing. I probably shouldn't have, because it's a subjective thing. Some people may like it. I can't tell. It's not an objectively bad thing to have in a keyboard. You know, and they implemented it decent. So, yeah, and like I thought to myself, like, man, I really did go too hard on criticizing the tray. And I think that's kind of where I've come to review things now, which is allow people to enjoy whatever preference they have, reinforce the idea that it's preference based, make it clear that there's objective things like QC issues, layout things like accessibility, a bunch of other stuff that means probably more to, and I mean this in the nicest way possible because I'm part of this group as well, us consumers, people who buy the products, the enthusiasts. And I've really, like in recent years, come to the conclusion that it's really hard these days to really fuck up a keyboard. And we can still criticize the keyboard a lot, which we try to. There's been even like the Nama, for example. But I think nowadays, my main goal is like, I want the customer service. I want to show people like what good customer service is. I want to show people like this. My main goal is to blow up, then act like I don't know nobody. You know, I want to show people like good customer service. I want to show people what it means to like have a product and have it like be supported long term. I think that, to me, maybe it's like an as I get older thing, means more in the keyboard review than sometimes the keyboard. And some people may like not agree with me on that, which is totally fine, but and it's kind of what Nemo just said, kind of why I've been so like on the JSON files and VIA and stuff like that. That shit there, even in personal experience recently, has meant more to me. I recently had to clear my cache for my Chrome. I lost all of my JSON files I've uploaded, and I don't have them like in a folder somewhere. I just never thought I needed to do that. And now I lost like a year or two's worth of JSON files that I've had saved on this computer. And some of those I don't know where to get. So some of my old boards now, just I don't know if I'll ever be able to like truly customize in that sense. But yeah. So yeah, and that's kind of where I'm at. So there are things that are objective, way more things that are subjective. I think, and last note on this, I think a lot of people get the two confused. Like sound and stuff. Sound is not something that's objective. I can't criticize sound. If it's pingy, it's pingy. I know tons of people who like that though. So who am I to say that's bad or good? That's a subjective thing. That's preference. But I can still have my own opinion on it, which is fine. But yeah, it's not an objective thing that needs to be like harped on. All right, let's put the rest of this together. But yeah, that's my long answer, and I apologize. But yeah, that's it. 6 minutes of ranting. Yeah, I've lost so many of my JSON files now. I'm so cheesed. It is what it is, though. I get to solder today and everything. What a good day. I think objective viewpoints can be helpful if they're meant to guide someone or provide perspective. Yeah, which we do anyways. Like, even yesterday, I'll use yesterday because it's fresh in my memory. We criticized the a little bit echoey sound of the tray mount. There's still opinions that get thrown out for things. I just don't think they matter as much as some of the more objective things, like QC issues, etc., etc. And the reason I say that is simply because I think most people would be able to listen to the sound test and realize if that's something they want or not. It's not something that I probably need to say. Plus, I don't want to say whether or not you should enjoy a particular sound or not either. Because I also like, I don't want to be that guy who just tells people what to think. People want to be spoon-fed? Maybe. But they won't get it from me. FYI, if you guys have never cleared your download folder in a long time, I would suggest, I had like 60 gigs in there. Yeah, mine was pretty bad at 1.2. When I switched my Mac over to the new Mac, I got rid of everything. All my downloads gone. I clear it 24/7 in factory reset every year. Do you actually? Good for you. I feel like I wouldn't have the patience to do that. Sound test doesn't give all of the truth. That's why it's important to hear your take too. To a certain degree. I can get behind that. Your reviews have really helped gauge how rare a keyboard is. Like if it's much easier to tell if it's a board that gets released every quarter versus every other year. I appreciate you saying that. I think it's nice to, on a very selfish note, it's nice to hear that you find value in my stuff. I appreciate that. What budget TKL PCB would you recommend for an endgame build? Like just the PCB? I don't know. Wait, you're making your own keyboard? Oh, the Bastion? Isn't the Bastion like a really good PCB? But is that budget? I don't even know if that's considered budget. Does McLovin have any? I don't know if any of like McLovin or... I don't know if there's any available. Oh, is McLovin? The Bastion's good too, though, I have to say. The Bastion is a good PCB. I know it's Molex, but it's still a good PCB. I know it's Molex. Commission Corner. Are TTC stock something you use? Like without lube? No, I don't like them stock. I don't know if the H87s and H88... Oh, you're talking about the ones from Mohit? Those are a good price. Those have been on the market only for a little bit though, right? So they don't have like long-term, I guess, reviews. But yeah, they're a really good price. I did see those a little while ago. Good for Mohit for making something very affordable in that sense. What F1.8X do you have? I have that silver gray one. It's so nice. It's so nice, dude. I see on your profile you're a photographer. Do you ever do photography streams, like processing, editing, or anything? Once in a blue moon. It's not something I do much anymore because, I'll be honest with you, Casey, I don't really, like, as much as I want to, I don't really go out much anymore. I've been kind of locked inside working. But yeah, for some of the keyboard stuff, like, dude, can I show you guys something? Let me pull this up. Oh, it's already up. Let me actually just share my screen. One sec. I'll show you guys a quick one. This was a fun project. I was really happy with the way this turned out. And I can show you guys the whole process. All right. Oh, this is a really big screen. One sec. See this photo here? So I took this. Here, now it looks better. I took this. This was a really interesting edit because let's see if I can like show you guys some of the process of editing this mouse to get it to be like this. Here, you know what? Let me load up the original and show you guys too. So basically, this is like one of the original shots. This is how the shot started as an FYI. There's a light, there's another one of these like pole lights off screen as well. That's not in the frame. So this was interesting because I was so happy with how the light turned out. But you see how I bought these like yellow backdrops. You see how there's a bunch, I don't know if it shows up on stream. See how there's a bunch of lines? The print from the backdrop didn't print very well, I guess. Even though in person it looks fine, but yeah, it does not photograph very well. And I tested with some other stuff. So what I did was, to show you guys really quick, I guess. The easiest way to edit this, you know, is to get your clone, first of all, your clone stamp. Just kind of like edit around this. I'll show you guys a really quick editing process here. All right, so now that we've kind of taken away the fishing wire that I used to hang this, we're just gonna select this really, you can really quick and dirty this. You don't have to make this like super crazy, right? You're gonna hit Control, oh, wrong button. You're gonna hit, what's the button again? Oh, Shift Delete. Shift Delete or Shift Backspace. You're gonna use Content Aware Fill. This is not AI. It's gone now, all right? Next thing you need to do, I like to duplicate the layer here. But you're going to select your subject on the Quick Actions menu. It's going to recognize your subject. It's gotten really good over the years. So this is something that I used to hand cut out. And you can still cut out some of this nicely over here too, because it's not perfect. But you can also use Pen Tool to really, I guess, make this better. Again, I'll just do quick and dirty edits right now just because we're doing other stuff, but the pen tool's the best for this. Right? You're gonna do this. What I like to do here is I just hit Control J. I don't bother with the layer mask. I like having my control transform over here more to the product. Then I just hid both of these. You can make your page a little bit smaller here too. You don't have to keep it super duper big. Then I decided I wanted some colors. So, I mean, we can just pick anything here. We can literally just have some fun with this. Let's just pick like orange. And then I'll pick the same orange, but then just like slightly brighten it up. I'm gonna go to my gradient tool. And you're just going to use the colors that you have selected. So you do that by going into basic and then just re-clicking it. And you're just going to make a gradient. We're just going to turn this a little bit sideways. I'm going to actually make a matte, or I guess a clipping mask when I use the brightness and contrast here, just because I probably should have done this in Lightroom, but we're just going to like brighten it up a little bit. It's only going to clip onto the layer below, and then I'm going to add a bit of noise because this is way too clean. So a bit of grain, and that's really it. And now we have like a really cool product shot. So it's not that hard to do, but yeah, it's still really fun. Like I really enjoy this stuff. Anyways, that's it. And if you want to get like those light patterns that I did too, like on this one, where is it? This one here. I think it's like further up. I have to redo all these things. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I'll show you this later, but yeah, it's just really fun to go through. That's it. The photography process I feel like was more difficult. The photo editing process for me these days is like super easy. It's actually like getting the picture. I also used to do, long time ago, actual street photography edits, but I haven't done those in a long time. I don't think, maybe only like some real OGs of my stream will remember when I used to do those. And even that was like few and far between. The TTC stock lube is nothing special, no. I probably wouldn't buy stock and expect good lube. Like the stock lube one, the factory lube. I would hand lube them. I would hand lube them personally. Have you tried Jwick Ultimates? No. What are those? Are those new? These are just lubed with 204G00. Just a little bit. I did not want to go crazy with these. Spring swap or nah? Which switches? Which ones are you doing? Oh, the TTCs? No. You can leave the stock spring. You can leave the stock spring in them. I left the stock spring. I think the stock spring in these are actually like decent. 204 is from Novel Keys. They're the only vendor that I think I've seen have it, but they're not selling small vials. They're selling that like big vat of lube like I have. 3204 is still pretty good. I have been enjoying 204 a little bit more though. It's very similar though, like extremely. Hi, dude. How you doing? Dude, you ordered some yogurt S's? Let's go. Yeah, they're so good. I've been enjoying them in the schema so much. I feel like if you want... that's a tough one, Alan. I think if you want the best of the best, if you want the board you spent your money on to be perfect, you redo the lube anyways. I feel like the stock lube is a good starting point, but just getting in there with the brush and moving it around and making it even makes it a perfect thing for you, you know? But not everyone cares. Can I buy 10 milliliters? I don't even know how to measure any of this stuff. I guess... We'll see, Baron. We'll see. Because, you know what? Maybe I'll just buy the other vat from Mike, and then maybe I'll just separate it myself. We'll see. We'll see what he says. A bunch of yogurt S's are sitting in a container right now, waiting for a board that color matches. That's going to be a toughie, though. What do you have planned? Alex, will you make your own TKL? Yes is the answer. When, though? I'm not sure. Sky blue tofu? Oh, that's true. I like that answer. The Lamy? The Lamy would be a nice one. The Line Friends. Was that a dark blue? I thought that was dark blue. Am I wrong on that? Ooh, the ice blue DK 160 is nice. It was a baby blue? Man, I don't remember that at all. The Ramune is a nice board too. You're right. The Ramune would go nice. Will you make me a TKL? Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Excellent cozy vibes in here. Go to lurk and work. But this is perfect background company. Thanks for the quick photo editing tutorial. Anytime. Enjoy your work. Hopefully it's not too stressful. Alex, you should make a split keyb. Also have it be Hull effect as the ultimate gamer pad. But that's like tough for me to do though, because I don't even like split. Like, I don't use. Not that I don't like them. Sorry, I don't use them. You know what I mean? So I feel like I'd be like making this something that I probably would never use, and then I'd feel super duper guilty. The JWick Ultimates lean clacky. And you said they were from what, 2021? Man, I don't remember those. Have you seen the Ramune 60 had some QC and color matching issues? Ooh, really? I'll be honest with you guys. I actually skipped on the Ramune because I didn't really see a lot of content and I wasn't super confident in my purchase. But I did want one. I was kind of waiting just for extras to see, like, maybe if how I was vibing with it, but it is a Geon board. I know, but I would have liked to see like more content for that one. There was what, one stream I think from Geon? I'm not sure who sells the F1 slaughter PCBs outside of Geon. Wouldn't those Mohit PCBs work? Will you be reviewing the dyad? So the answer to that is no. They told us, well, at least they told me, that there wasn't a good reviewer copy to send out to people or any left to send out. So the answer is I will not be covering it. They said I could cover one when there's an in-stock sale, whenever that is. Let's make sure everything's pressed down nicely. Also, I bought a Desktop Tribe DT60 PCB, the mechanical one, and it did not fit in my alu case I bought, so I put a GK61 in there. The good old GK61s. I think one of my friends purchased it. He didn't know, he didn't get it yet, so even though there are many receiving. Oh, interesting. Well, we'll see. We'll see how the Ramenes turn out. Hopefully they turn out good. Hopefully nothing's wrong with them. Wow, it's time to solder. It's been a long time. It's been too long. Much too long. Sorry, I need to put some stuff away while I'm at it. Alex, did you check the back of the Seal Artisan? It should be Alps only? You're right, it is. Honestly, not that I was going to use it today anyways. I actually don't like love it, but it's a choice. Have you tried YMDK? They're pretty decent knockoffs. I have not. I don't even know. I honestly haven't heard of that one there. A mountain range? What are the Alps? Don't kill me. Don't kill me. All right. Oh wait, where's my fan fingers? The next thing I'm kind of interested in is I have like a bunch of other switches that I have in my possession that I really want to lube. I'm probably going to start lubing them all next week. But yeah, I'm kind of going back on my Switch journey next week. And then I really want to try those Whisper switches. Those hybrid HE Toper switches. Really want to try those. Are the HMX switches used stock? The ones in the video? Yeah, they were used stock. No, I still haven't tried it because they told me they would get back to me on like what they'd like me to do with them and never have. Hi, Mr. Squirrely, how are you? would help if I turned this on. What do you think about Everglide Aqua? Oh, actually, let me Google this. I don't really remember this particular. Let me see. Copy. Let's see. Paste V3s. Oh, these are a bit older, right? Oh, I've used these. Yeah, I didn't mind these. I don't think they were like my go-tos. According to the JWK switch, did they have issues? I don't remember them having issues, but they weren't my go-tos. They were all right. I've come to the conclusion that I don't love a switch when I tend to not want to buy it at least one more time for another build. That's kind of what I've come to these days. And it's not to say that they're bad. It's just I don't personally love them. Do you mod all your switches? For the most part, yes. Like, I try my best to do as many as possible when doing content. Which switch piqued your interest lately for whatever reason? Yogurts really piqued my interest. The Sarus also piqued my interest. I really liked those. TTC XPTs, the ones we're using today, these have held my interest for a long time. I think they're my most purchased new switch out of all the newer switches I've tried. But I think the yogurt might win. The yogurt's kind of baller. And I think the ultimate kind of newish switch that came out last year that really like piqued my interest was Giron Type Rs. Those things really made me fall in love with tactiles again. I tried the prototypes of the Torero switches. I'm going to be honest with you, Matt. I think they were just okay. I was talking about this with someone else. I don't think I want to purchase another set of them or get another set. But then again, I'm not super duper big on most light tactiles anymore. I had my phase with them, and I think I've just learned that I don't really love them. So will you try or already with them there? Dang, it's getting hard to find a good deep switch. Oh, really? I think the blue cheese. I think there's also caramel puddings that are not that bad. Blue cheese are pretty nice. I feel like there's some pretty decent deep switches. What about HMX Stars? Yeah, the Saro V2s, like I said, definitely on my list of stuff I've liked these days. Absolutely. Y2s are deep? Yeah, those are pretty deep too. I have a couple of light tactiles and I just don't feel the bump. They're linear to me now. Yeah. I don't know. Light tactiles are so hit and miss with me. I think the last light tactile that I loved was the Blueberry Chiffon switches. If you guys remember those. That was a bit of an oldie now, I think. Unfortunately, Joey, there is no suggestion for switches in the HE world that would be similar to Oil Kings. There is no good answer there, unfortunately. Unless someone else has a good answer for Joey, I don't have one. You were kind of stuck in a HE sphere of sound signatures. Deep quiet keyboards are goated when it's 2 a.m. and you're eating soup while typing random stuff. That sounds cozy. My Oil Kings are so mushy stock. Yeah, I don't like Oil Kings stock. It's wild the switch names went from browns, blues, reds to blue cheese, yogurt, hyacinth. Yeah, we should really adopt the monitor naming monikers. Would you guys like... Oh, I don't know I did that. Would you guys like to buy a keyboard switch Y244 X27 42 3.5 mm? Yes or no? Remember that switch because that's going to be a popular one. Or would you guys like to buy 200 1994 35 1.2 3.6 mm? Is that switch HDR compliant? I don't know. You forgot about the 4K Ultra HD? Yeah, soon we got to go to there. We're going to eventually get there. Once we run out of stuff, my phone. Once we run out of food names, we will eventually get there. We will become the monikers naming scheme of monitors. So you wait and see. You wait and see. Rather by the phones. Oh, I forgot to test my stabs and make sure they'll actuate. We good. I made it. Sounds like the default file name of a photo. No, those are easier to understand. New Switch developed by Alex. Next time if I make a new Switch, I'm calling it something stupid like a monitor name. TTC ham sandwich. What do you mean you don't like HMX smoked Gouda? Is there an HMX smoked Gouda? I feel like that's a thing. That'd be a good Switch name. Smoked Gouda. Can't wait for the alexotos Ultra 4K monitor linears. That's too simple. It's gonna be like Ultra 4K A27 4422 PDQ OLED 1234 27 3.5 mm. That's what I want to call it. The U27 UGHJ. That one. Original first chips? I know. Why not just HMX Canada? Too simple. I need it to be confusing as fuck. That's an Asus model number? Yeah, I know. I know. It's like, I remember when I was doing TV shopping not too long ago, I kind of had to give up because, like, I was looking at a model that was on sale. It was a Sony Bravia or something, and they had it on sale for like $900. And I was about to pull the trigger, and then someone in one of the comment sections was like, "Oh, but it's not the W42214 model." And I'm like, "What's the difference?" So I'm trying to like search up, and then you learn that like that particular model number with like the 14 random digits at the end is like something completely different, even though it's literally called the exact same, like Sony Bravia 8. It's not the same thing. So it's just confusing. Yeah, so what I learned, Phoenix, and it wasn't a big deal, but I ended up just being like, well, I don't know if I want it now. The model that was on sale, like very cheap compared to the actual model, it was actually a model created for Europe, and some random thing happened where it was like the company who bought, I don't know, like 1,000 of these monitors, or not monitors, models of TVs, ended up backing out of the order. And they were basically built for businesses, so they're just missing a lot of like customer features, I guess, or something. And they were also missing like the panel was a little different or something like that. So I just wasn't sure. Some people said it was worse, some people said it was better. Anyways, that's my story. Does gasket hardness change sound on the keyboard? Absolutely it does. You gotta think of it like this, right? If it's a softer gasket, more impact. The firmer it is, So for example, using like a 90 durometer gasket or a 90 hardness gasket might allow some vibrations to actually maybe not isolate as well in the keyboard. And you might actually have something that sounds almost closer to like a top mount or something a bit more firm. Even the compression of the gaskets can matter, right? I just placed an order up for Y2s. I hope they're deep and good. I think they will be for you. I think they'll be exactly what you've been wanting. The Freebird? Oh man, I don't know if I'd pick that up. I heard it had tons of issues after it was manufactured. I don't know if they like have new ones or something. Venom PCB and the Wooting. Like performance difference? I don't know, man. I've used both at length. I don't think I'm at the gaming caliber where I can tell you like the proper... I say that with a smile on my face, but I'm actually quite sad inside. I don't know if I'm good enough to tell you if there's a performance difference. They both feel exactly the same to me. Maybe one day, my friend, I will be good enough at video games. What's the longest you've had to wait for a GB? How long have I been in the hobby for? 6 years? 6 years. Still waiting. There are some old keyboards stuff that I ordered that still have never come in. So I'm approaching. Is it actually been 4 years for the work one? Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I don't even know. I don't even think I've even seen the work one in person. You got shafted by the MKEU Standal? Were they made, the work ones? I have no clue. I don't really follow work one that much. So I did hear people had to wait a long time for those. It's like 95% fulfilled. Okay. Some people are still waiting for the stuff from Geist. I don't think he's ever going to be shipping stuff at this point. I have no fucking clue. It's so confusing. I'm just in the last 5%. I still think that's crazy though, Fallen, to be fair. That's a long wait time. One day Valve Supply will reopen and I will get my stuff, I believe. We're raging right now. I think the oldest thing that I ordered was a keycap set. And man, honestly, I don't even remember which one it was. It was a PBT one. It was group buy and it still hasn't come in. I think that's the oldest thing. Or Mexico and maybe come back? I don't know if they'll come back. I hope they don't come back. I think they've learned their lesson. Not Mexico, but just everyone who's failed. I think it's fine to say some people aren't cut out for doing business, and I don't know. I also, maybe this is harsh, I feel like it's fine to fail. Doesn't mean you need a second chance to possibly fail again when it comes to failing horrifically. You know what I mean? Plus, I don't think community trust would be there. I feel like more reputable vendors have mostly filled the space. Yeah, for the most part. I would say like the last year has been pretty. Maybe Daily Clack. It's been pretty fine. But I feel like the Daily Clack thing, they're kind of up and running again now. You are really in the keyboard hobby if you didn't get shafted at least once by a GB. Yeah, for real, I guess. Chester is goated, dude. Chester is goated. It's so cool having a physical store here in Toronto. Fool me once? Yeah. I don't know. Like we're saying though, on the positive side, we have some really great vendors now. Really, really good vendors. Novelties is still crushing it with fun stuff. Omnitype, Mr. Bowl. Kinetic Labs is still kicking. I love that Kinetic Labs is still around doing their thing with like fun stuff as well. You have a recommendation on where I could look for secondary market listings for GMK sets? Ooh, that I don't know. I don't really do a lot of secondhand shopping, only because I'm not a big fan of it, so I don't have a great suggestion. I do think Mech Market or the Discord would be the best bet, but I don't know. He literally put my OFIM order in and gave me 10 days to pay it off. That's nice of him. Bull's the greatest. Keyhawk? I don't know. And right now, Mr. Alex is starting his vendor as well. Well, I'm not a real vendor. I'm vendoring minor things. It's not like me doing group buys and stuff. I don't think I'm ever gonna do well, I technically am doing group buys for stuff, but it's all very well managed because it's like less than 20 units. So there's not a whole lot of things I'm taking a risk on. I'm kind of more just doing fun merch stuff and just collab stuff. Yes, same time as Bull. Secondhand is kind of rough when people price things like collector's items. Yeah, I don't know. Secondhand market is just something I don't like dabbling with. I just never know what things are worth, and like, I always feel like everyone's like, I don't know, it's kind of cynical about it maybe, but like people that I've dealt with are never forthright about things, so. 2000 ping, how dare you leak my new Switch? How dare you? How dare you leak my 1342 light 66762 1113 mile radius 0912.01 Switch? How dare you? Ban this guy. Can we get a ban on 2000 ping? You forgot a digit? Did I? I buy a lot of secondhand and I have a great experience so far. You just had to know the prices like Alex says. Yeah. Do it at your own risk. I'm so far removed from that. I don't know too much. Question on soldering. How do you clean up the flux on the board afterwards? Get an old toothbrush, not one that you've used with your mouth, or you can if it's your personal boards. And then get some 99% isopropyl alcohol, and then just kind of let your brush soak it up a little bit. Flick off some extra alcohol, and then just kind of scrub away. That's what I do. Bye, Astro. Take care. If you could, and would collab with GMK like Clark, or would you collab like with GMK with like Clarsis did? That'd be fun. That would be fun indeed. Switch name sounds like an IP address. Probably is. GMK Aether. Man, I really don't think people would buy Aether, guys. I'm sorry. I feel like that was like a thing I was into many years ago. Many other people might have been into it, but I don't know, man. I really, really have my doubts. Do you say to use a brush? Yeah, I just use a toothbrush, man. I bought a toothbrush, a really cheapy one, and then I just started using that. By the way, you're making a GMK set, Alex? Yeah, I'm going with Riley. We're kind of designing it together. It's something very simple. It's a very personal, like selfish keycap set. I'm gonna be real with you guys, just because I wanted something like that. And then I decided that if we're gonna do it, let's just make it for other people. But I'm not doing anything too crazy. I just wanted something for myself. And we were even discussing like novelties and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want those, so I don't want to offer them. So we're just doing a basic keycap set with a big base kit. That's it. And some fun color accents that I've been wanting to. Yeah, but it might not be for a little while, guys. I did leak the design already. It's basically a beige, kind of like reverse beige set with, you know, like the metallic swirls in it. That's kind of what I wanted. I wanted that because I wanted to experience some of like that nice new GMK like swirly color stuff, but just not on like something super bright. You know, I was like, how about we just get something super basic? So, one second. Let me wash my hands, guys. Where's the design? I think it's somewhere in my our sub chat. No, someone put it somewhere. Somewhere in Discord. On Steam? What happened? On Steam. Stream. It's on Steam. My new game has come out now. Everyone is gonna be super impressed by it. Leak again? I'll leak it after this. Hold on. Let me do this 1 second. Let me put this together. I'm kind of itching to do the final touches to this board. Brain farts forever. Oh, trust, dude. I get it. I would buy GMK Aether. Maybe Aether would be more like a limited drop. I don't know. What if Aether was like a key machine drop? Yeah. That'd be a really fun throwback, I suppose. What Phoenix said. Just something like not too crazy big. Well, it was Infinity at one point, but I don't think I would want to go PBT again. I still have a brand new kit of Aether, which I refused to open because my other kit I had to lend out, and I never got all of it back. So, I don't know. Like I said, I don't even know if many people would buy it. Like, would you guys buy Aether in 2026? It was a long story short. It's not anyone's fault. It was for a brand thing way back when, and I lent it out, and I told them not to worry about it, but I think in actuality I did worry about it, and people at the showcase, like, there was kids there, and I'm pretty sure people took things off the keyboard, so I'm just missing a few. To support you, yes, Unc? Oh, man. Not anyone's fault, but definitely their fault? Sorta. It's okay. I'm not, like, super duper pressed. Damn, I love Aether. Alright, well, if there's enough people who want it, maybe we'll throw up, like, a little interest check. Maybe I can talk to Mike. Maybe we can do a quick little revamp of a few things. And maybe we can run it as, like, I don't know, an in-stock drop or something. Or maybe I can figure out how to get it to be in stock. I don't think I'd want it to be a group buy, guys. Alright. Time to put this together. Then we'll get the keycap set. Oh my gosh, I can't get this in right now. I know one vendor who would be interested. Who is it? Tell me. Don't. That was before my time. I find it awesome how much your aesthetic has changed. Yes, I used to have a bit more of an aggressive aesthetic. I think I've just calmed down because I don't know if maybe I've just lost my touch with it, dude. Like, I'm not super good at like managing really bold colors like I used to be. I don't know. I used to be like so good at it. I was like more fun then, I guess. Unk now? Hey, Drew. Buy Jim K. Aether, get a free bag of regular chips. I think Aether's anything but regular. But that'd be funny. I don't know if that's possible, though. I feel like that would be really tough to pull off. Where's my last screw? Where'd I put it? Oh, no, it's right here. What the hell am I talking about? GMK original flavor. Fuck. That's a really funny name. I feel like Aether should come with some Takis. I've never had Takis. They don't, I don't know. Something about it just doesn't appeal to me. But are they good? No. Just from an aesthetic point, what is your favorite keycap set? I think like, it's hard to define what my favorite is nowadays. I feel like I go from like set to set to set. And like thing to thing to thing. And I can never settle on just one thing. So it's a bit tough. A bit tough for me to say yes or no to anything here. So those are extras. These are other, I think these are the softer ones. Maybe we can play around with these afterwards. Yeah, maybe I should have started with these. But these are the softer versions of the top mount over here. This I don't know what it is. I think this is just some switch holder thing that they include with it. And then we have some other accents if we don't want to go with the resin. If we wanted to go with more traditional colors. Nice touch. I know there will probably be a few people who don't care about the resin. And let me get the keycap set. One sec. It's hiding behind all my junk over here. All right. I know, finally. Oh, wait. You guys want to vote, right? I know some people are asking to see more of the non-resin if you want to include those in your photos. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I can definitely do that. Let me set up the predictions. Almost betrayed us? Here you guys go. This was shipped from KBD fans. Will the set be messed up? Even if one keycap is truly messed up, not just shift it from side to side or something, or slightly overlapping, it counts as messed up. Here's the side view. There's the side view for you guys. I'm gonna have some water while this goes on. What are we looking at? All right, not as many points this time. People are a little nervous. Not a million like last time. We're at 500K. All right, 600K now almost. All right. We'll see what happens. I put 20K up. All right, we're getting close now. We're getting close to. We have 800K almost. Wait, no, we have 700 and something K right now. Not 800K yet. Sorry, my mistake. I did math wrong. Okay. Now we're at we're over a million now. We're over a million. Okay. Pretty big pot. 1.2 mil right now. 1.3 mil actually. Pretty big pot. Pretty big pot here. Damn, it won't let me put points in this. I can't predict, guys. Streamers can't cast a prediction on their own channel. That's really fucking rude, actually. Damn, this might be the biggest pot I've ever seen. We're at like 1.7 million. This is a huge pot. Holy shit. Damn. All right, well. Please don't be mad at me, guys. Here we go. Here we go, everybody. Yeah, power goes out. If the board was this color... Oh, this does not show well up on my stream at all. This is way more olive than this. But if the board was this color, this would be really pretty. I'm doing it gentle. Here's the bottom. Oh, that came off really nice. This is color matched really well, by the way. Looks good. Looks good. Looks real good. Looks good. Real good. Looks good. Real good. So far looks real good. Damn. This is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. All right. Yeah. Looking good. I mean, a little shift, but you can't do nothing about that. That's fine. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Looks good. Looks real good. You guys are fucking lucky. The non-believers are fucking lucky, dude. Look, that flipped over here. That flipped over here. Damn, dude. What is this? The escape. Oh, this is the escape key for row 2 or something? Damn, dude, that's crazy. Oh, my God. All right, well, let me assign your points. Never a doubt. All right, yes, this is messed up. This is indeed messed up. Holy shit. Yup, this is messed up. What was the... Who won all these points? Who got everything from this? So nice.
I vote to not count that
Bamboozled.
top row.
I vote to not count that top row. We have to, though, Drew. I bet 250, like 250K? Oh, yeah, Bamboozled came away winning today, dude. He's going to bed happy as fuck tonight, dude. This is not a scam. All right, let's see the color matching and stuff. Let's see how well they did. It depends, though, man. I don't know. The colors, the top row's not always that bad. That's pretty damn good. What do you guys think? I mean, I would say, personally, the keycap is a hair lighter than the board, but I think it's pretty good. Well, to give it fairness, maybe I can block some of the light here. I would say it's a hair different, like a hair. But to get plastic and metal to be exactly the same is going to be tricky. But it's pretty damn close. Damn. Yes, I agree with Yoshi. As close as you can get with 2 different color materials. Oh fuck, this is making me feel something. If only I hadn't just gambled my life savings. Damn, dude. Looks nice, yeah. Sorry guys, listen. Do you guys not want to gamble anymore? Do we not do predictions anymore for our internet points? Do we just call it a quits? Do we just not do it? Red enter to throw everything off? But Alex, the chat engagement, I don't think it counts towards anything. Ain't no way we're still live. It's only been 2 hours. We demand the gamba. Cash me out in USD, not CAD, please. I don't think I can, man. Bull makes a keyboard in 20 minutes. Alex, this is not in 120. Do you guys want me to just be 20 minutes? Is that what we're complaining about right now? Should I only do 20 minutes from now on? I can maybe make it happen in 20. 240? Do I need this board? If you like Dolch, so far, this is looking good. This is looking real good. I've built a board in like 25 minutes. Depends though. Like if switches need to be lubed, I'm not fucking doing a speed run of that. But if everything's already given to me done, like 15 minutes maybe, 20 minutes. Depends on the size of the board too. But I also don't like rushing things. Like I don't think like on purpose have I ever done like a speed build. I think I've rushed things when I need it to be rushed. But like even when I'm doing stuff off camera, guys, I take my time. Like I take my sweet ass time. I might even be slower off camera only because I just try to like enjoy the process. You know what I mean? Life is not always a rush. Gotta take your time. Smell the roses. You know? How fast can you guys build a keyboard? Oh yeah, client builds I always take my time. Even my own personal stuff off stream when I'm experimenting on things, I take my time. It takes me 3 years to build a board? Understandable. Under 40? That's pretty quick actually. I've taken 18 hours on my Zoom 65. It took 30 minutes on my Neo. It happens. Sometimes we're indecisive about things we put in too. Oh yeah, we should do an accent enter, huh? Was there a green one underneath? I think we do green, right? Yeah. I think I just want to stick with green everything. I've never not taken at least 2 hours to build my boards. I mean, that's fair though. I think 2 hours is like a sweet spot for me. Damn, this looks really good. Are we including lubing switches? Yeah, that's kind of a sore point, huh? Because nowadays I feel like there's so many switches where you don't have to include that. But like if I'm lubing switches, it's easily adding 2+ hours onto the stream. Or not the stream, the process rather. I can make it either 2 hours or 2 years. Lube switches, double that time. Yeah, I feel like everyone maybe feels the same way, right? If we're lubing switches, you were at least doubling build time. At least. There are some days I lube like 20 switches at a time, only because like I just can't. I need to get up and do things. I remember the first time I lube switches, it took like 8 hours. And yeah, I get it. The first time I lube switches, I think it also took like a full day. So nice.
3 months.
Thank you, Undead. Thank you for 3 months of support, my friend. And thank you guys all. Again, I just want to, like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for supporting this channel over the years. I hope to give you guys much more entertainment and, I don't know, just good vibes for infinity time. I will always do my best. Pinky swear it. Print scroll pause. Insert home page up. The way I loop switches is by getting my friend to loop them for me. That's one way to do it. I like that. It's one way. Step caps. Speaking of, are the granites you sent with the bowl stock or lubed? They are lubed, but factory lubed. But they are indeed lubricated. They're pretty good though. They're technically, that batch I sent you guys are like, I don't know what the fuck's B stock about them. I think the spring is not a 3 gram. I think it was not 3 gram variance. It's a 4 or 5 gram variance. But like, it's still pretty damn good. I think that's the only issue with the B stock ones. No, it's not 6 or 7. Oh fuck, I said it. You know what, Cheese? I was gonna say, I know for a fact there's only a few grams higher. Like 2. This freaking guy, dude. Banned? How about it? Let's just build this keyboard. I'm planning on getting the dark gray Seal Dolch. Yeah, I feel like this is pretty locked into this. I don't know. I still don't understand why they're calling this olive. I don't see what's olive about it. Does olive have any significance to like the Dolch keycap set? Maybe I'm just colorblind. I don't see anything to do with olive. Just get GMK olive. Old canned olives. Fuck, this looks so good. Yoshi, I'm with you on this. This does look great. Like, it's not exactly... Maybe it does have a smidge of, like, I don't know, greenish or something, but... The original Dolch was dark gray and this olive color. Is this considered olive? I have no idea. This is beautiful, though. They did a really good job. Like, the color matching on the metal and the plastic is phenomenal for this. Yeah, maybe a smidge of an olive hint for sure. Fuck. Alright, let's plug this in and see what it sounds like. This might sit on my desk for a little while, I'm not gonna lie. This is really pretty. Ooh, this looks great, dude. I don't know if I'm keeping it forever, but I'm going to hold on to it for as long as I possibly can. For as long as I can, dude. Let's see. Oh, did I not plug in the PCB? Okay, I'll go back in and plug in the PCB. I don't think I plugged it in, or I didn't plug it in far enough. Or actually, is it this cable? Let me see something quick. And it didn't remind you? He didn't. No, I think I did plug it in. I just didn't maybe click in farther enough. No, I definitely have to. It's okay. I'll open it up again. It's only 8 screws. All right, let's see what it sounds like, shall we, guys? This is TTC XPTs. This is using the more firm gaskets on the top for the top mount. Okay, we're going to open this up and we're going to try the softer gasket. I already really love this, though. I think maybe in my own personal preference, I want to get rid of... there's a smidge of the firmness and feedback. But, dude, this... Here are the modifiers on this. I don't know about a force brake. I don't know if I want to put a force brake on this. I think a force brake has a very particular sound in which I'm not really hearing from this. Oh, maybe over here. We'll see. Let's open this up one more time. I'm going to change out the gasket thingies. Let's do this. Because it's a top mount, guys, but it's It's using like, I don't forget what they called it, but it's like these little gaskets that sit in between everything. And right now we're using I think the white ones, which are plastic. They're a lot firmer. I kind of liked it. Yeah, isolated top note. Yeah, kind of. Oh, that screw didn't unscrew all the way. Fine line between thok and thunk. I think this curve setup crosses that line. I don't know. I personally didn't mind some of the extra resonance there. Happy anniversary to you guys, Jedi. Oh, I totally did not plug this in all the way. That came out like nothing. It was like crooked. Okay, it's fine. I'll plug it in better. Did I bend a pin? No, we're good. All right. Yeah, these are like 3D printed ones. Let's swap those out. There's a lot of screws actually to swap these out. Let's take our time. The other ones. Okay. This or the black variant for Seal? I get this color. I think the other one's obviously more like diverse in how you can get it to sound and stuff or look, but I think this is definitely a looker. Bit more unique. Alex, I think the GMK card is not oriented correctly. The GMK card? Did it? I don't have 9s, but I'm not sure if it would be a match. Alright, now to unscrew all these guys. Oh, thank God these are magnetic. Was just wondering if you have a playlist for the background music. No, I just type in like casual jazz on what's it called? It's Epidemic Sounds. And that's kind of what I do. Like that? I don't think I need to use the washers if I'm using the other one that are softer. So I think I'm going to skip on using washers there. That build sitting so close to the other board makes me nervous. It's not that bad. Here, I'll move it for you guys. I know this is Dolch board, but SWG rubber would look so good on this. It probably would, yeah. Rubber's been a very versatile set. It's hard not to like it. Do you have a keyboard on your desk during the night when you're not using the setup?
Hello, fam.
Yeah. Just whatever I'm using for the day. I don't really take anything off. Hi, Agent Fork. How you doing? Glad you're not using Spotify. One of the owners lives nearby and is such a douche. What? He is? He's mean? Never says hi to anyone? That's kind of cool. You live next to the guy who made Spotify. But I don't like Spotify. It's so expensive. I unsubscribed. I'm from Australia. I unsubscribed to Spotify like... How long ago? A year ago, I think, at this point. Dude, it was like $20-something a month. The way I look at it like this, okay? On top of whatever feelings everyone might have about like what they support and stuff, I'm actually not too sure because I honestly haven't looked because I don't support Spotify anymore. the way I started looking at it was, I'm spending $20-something a month for Spotify. Realistically, I don't listen to that much variety of music. I started thinking, why am I not just getting vinyl or CDs? I literally don't have a huge playlist. And that way, so if I'm spending $20-something a month, over the course of a year, that's about $250, I can get a bunch of different vinyls and then have physical media that I own. So eventually, I don't ever have to spend another subscription fee for stuff. I think that's kind of been like my my go-to these days. You know? 20 Canadian, yeah. It was for like the family plan or something. Spotify also supports military surveillance. I don't, honestly, guys, like, this is all something you guys might know. I honestly don't look into them because I don't pay for it, so. Recording mixtapes? No. I just like my physical media. Like, here's one of the albums I'm listening to right now. Sleep Token. This is basically what's been on my player for a little while. So, Sleep Token, kind of awesome. One of my fave ones. Yes, sir. I have the gold one. Here, I'll show you the record. It's like sitting in its sleeve. I have these in the original sleeves only because I just recently got in my other sleeves. And I was waiting to... See the gold one? I was waiting to switch these over until I put this away. I haven't broken it out of the plastic yet. I get bored of songs easily and constantly look for something new that stimulates me. But I think that's also like great because it makes you patient. Like, it forces you to be patient. You know what I mean? Which has been great. Can't wait for a Granite one to arrive. Dude, I'm so pumped. Like, I just recently ordered a Grateful Dead album. I got my Tool album that came in recently. And then I'm going to get a few more. But, like, all of this is still under... Well, actually, maybe not because of the Sleep Token album I bought recently and the Tool album. But, like, most of these other albums I'm buying are, like, $15, $20. No, I don't really buy digital media anymore. I want physical stuff. I don't want stuff that I download. Even movies, like, oh man, I feel so like weird saying this, but like, I'm actually looking into potentially getting like a physical movie player as well. Cause I thought about one day and like, here's been I feel like this is a very deep conversation and I'm so sorry. I thought about this sort of recent where, okay, I unsubscribed to a bunch of like Disney, a bunch of different places that I've had for like 2-3 years. And I did this about a year ago as well. I then thought, how the hell do I access all those movies or shows that I kind of maybe would like to rewatch? And I've already paid an arm and a leg for some of these services. And I'm like, well, I don't own them. And that sucks. So I'm thinking about just outside of the high seas way. I think my idea is just I would like to own the media I purchase. You know, I think I'm at that point in my life where I'm just like, this really stinks. I want to own stuff again. I don't want to rent forever from everything. I feel like, yes, it's convenient, but like, fuck convenience. I'd rather work a little harder to actually say like, I own this and I can use it whenever I want. Not that I have to pay you a fee to use the thing because it's convenient. So how do you listen to music on the go? I really don't listen to music on the go. If I do, like, I still have an Apple subscription because of cloud stuff. So I do use Apple, but like I don't I don't really bring headphones with me and listen to music outside. I'm gonna be real with you guys. I kind of just enjoy, like, I don't know, the atmosphere sound. Fuck convenience is literally the tagline of this hobby. Yeah, like, convenience is nice, don't get me wrong, but I'm also, like, I'm here for, like, I like the work I put into things too, you know? There are certain cases where I'm like, I don't mind paying a fee. So, for example, the fee for this subscription is like $100-something a year for all the background music to stream. I don't mind that because this is stuff I probably would never buy, and the fact that they're constantly updating copyright-free songs that I can use is fine. That I'm fine with. And the cool thing about this is, for all the media that I produce using music while I have the license, it doesn't, like, once I cancel the license, they won't strip me of, like, all the stuff I've done. So I'm cool with this service. This service is not that bad. But yeah, I have a bunch of CDs. I think what I'm also going to do eventually too is bring them here and then get a CD player and then move all my old CDs, which are still all the music I still listen to, and then put those into digital files and then use those. And then eventually get rid of my Apple subscription too. Went to a local show on the 17th and the band had their EP for sale on cassette. Cassette's a toughie because cassette players are not as popular right now. That is a toughie. Eventually you will compete with Spotify. I don't know. It's just, I think I'm just getting tired of paying subscriptions. I really am. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but like, I'm so fucking drained of, like, you gotta pay a fee for this. Oh, this thing also has a fee. Oh, by the way, this thing has a monthly thing you gotta pay for. Don't forget to pay for this thing. Oh, your car has a fee for if you want to use, like, I don't know, the fucking GPS in it, you know? I'm just tired of it. Like, I'm tired of everything being a fee. You know, I wanted to buy something for Shopify, for example. Oh, it's a monthly fee. I can't just buy the app, like the add-on. I have to pay per month. Photoshop is per month. So, an old Mac Mini, then use it as a media device. You can AirPlay to access the song library. Oh, that's cool. I don't think I really need something like that, though. So what I have set up right now, which I plan on getting the second piece kind of soon, I have the Sonos, like, speakers. And what's cool about these is I can actually bring the Sonos speakers. I can pair them to stereo. And Sonos also sells this thing which is like a receiver, like, box, in which if I really want to, I can use the Sonos system to have a bunch of different speakers in like my household, basically, which I think is, like, super duper neat. Electric cars are going to have to sub for wattage and other features. Also, remote kill switches. Skynet is looming. Oh man, I don't want Skynet to be looming. Let me make sure this turns on now. Did I get it this time? Yeah, we got it. Sonos is sick. It's just expensive. So I only have one Sonos speaker right now. I bought it as like an open box while it was on sale. It was like a double sale that I got, which was super duper sick. But I'm waiting for another one to pop up like that. Hi, Lazy. How you doing? I promise you that when it happens, someone will reverse engineer it and break the kill switch. Yeah, probably. You're probably right. That person will be in it. He will do us all a solid. The entire capitalistic system took one look at our drug dealers with infinite demand and said, damn, I want that too. Well, yeah. I don't know. It's just tiresome. Like I said, tiresome. Your faith in it disturbs me. Your lack of faith in it disturbs me. And it, even though he's a nuisance sometimes and likes to shit on me, He will save us all. Don't get that mixed up. All right, let's see what this sounds like now with the silicone top mount thingies. Let's see this. Okay, very much opened up the space bar. You probably, okay, now I'm hearing it a little bit more with this particular mount. I do hear a little bit of metal, but I kind of like it. You probably could force break this. This has like a stainless mid piece, but like, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of unique in that sense. I like the top mounts in this. What we could do is we could quickly force break it if you guys want, but I don't know if this absolutely needs it. Do you guys want to see it force braked or force broke? I just don't think this absolutely needs it personally. Well, what's probably happening, so force break means we're going to put a little piece of like tape to break up the metal contacting the other metal. So I don't think we need it. You break it by force? Yeah, you break the contact by force. All right, let's see. Damn. Let's quickly see. It's only 6 screws. I heard force break means you throw it out the window and force it to break. You mean like that? You forcefully break it? Do I use TX UXL springs? I have not used TX springs on my personal stuff in a hot minute. But there's nothing wrong with them. They're good. All right, let me go find some force break material here for you guys. 1 second. Don't think we need that much because we have to cut it up. I'm actually growing away from sprit. As much as I love sprit springs, they're kind of expensive. So I've been slowly transitioning into more so purchasing the ones from Swag Keys, the chewy springs. Yeah, sprits, they're great, but they're expensive. I'm still sticking with Geons. Yes, Geons are great too. Can't complain. It's funny because I heard Swag Keys got some sprit springs. Oh, like in stock? Their chewy springs are fine. If sprit springs were $10 less than what they are now, I'd probably pick more of them up. But like to spend $20 on a bag of springs, it's kind of wild to me. All right. Some people do state that they do have a little bit of crunchiness with some of the Geon stuff. I haven't used enough Geon springs to experience that yet. What kind of switches are people rocking nowadays? Ooh, there's so many these days. Oh, plug in the GST. You know what? You guys are so nice to me. So freaking nice. Gion needs a lot more lube. Really? I found it was like not bad with my normal amount. All right. I've had relatively good success with Gion, but the set I use in my Milky Yellow R were hella crunchy. I mean, it could also explain like why they're $5. Like I said, I more so use the Kaidi springs. Those I think are still one of my faves. And then the Chewy springs I've had very good luck with. Obviously, I still think Sprit would be, if Sprit's prices come down a little bit, Sprit would be my number one choice. But yeah, it's also very expensive, so. Yeah, you can tell this removed all that metal resonance. Listen to this. You ready for this, guys? I just put a little force break. I do wish they'd include some stickers in here just for people who want that. In all honesty, though, I actually liked the non-force broken version of this a little bit better. But to each their own. Everyone has their own opinions on this. At the end of the day, though, I think all three versions of this sounded very good. My preference was the second one we did with the no force break. I think it gave the board some character and also, I don't know, to me it just like suited the board more. But again, everyone's different. I like the fact that we can just make a quick change and have it remove the resonance. The board is lovely. The board looks great. They did an excellent job color matching this. The Seal80 is a great keyboard. We already looked at it once. I think the only issue I ever even had with the Seal80 was I did not like the polycarbonate version. So, let me see. Is it for stream right now, Pancake, or is it for later? For now and some later? Okay. What if it sounded so much better force broken we would have never known? True. PC version looks so nice but sounded meh. I tried with all my heart to get that sounding a little bit better, but I think it was just maybe the mid piece. I think the Seal80, the mid piece, is super duper dependent on what you put on there. This is using that like black stainless steel one, or I don't know, brass. But this looks, I mean, dude, this looks phenomenal. This looks so good. Yeah, I have to say, like, this is an excellent color matched board to the keycap set. Excellent. Like, it almost kind of looks like something you'd buy pre-built. That's how good this is. We used a aluminum plate. Yeah, it turned out fantastic. Here's the bottom of the keyboard one more time. This is using those resin badges. I mean, they did a really good job. You have, like, the old Dolch lines here. Very pretty. So force break is basically when two pieces of metal contact each other and they're not 100% the same, like, how can I word this? They're not flat against each other and mate 100% perfectly. Like, there's some variances where maybe one piece is a little bit, like, curved on another. You may have a little bit of vibration. So force breaking puts a piece of like tape or something to absorb or get rid of the gap in some cases. And it will eliminate some of the vibration / eliminate some of the metal resonance or contact that happens between those two pieces of metal. It doesn't necessarily need to happen in every board. I think there's been this like thing over the years where force breaking is deemed as like this crazy big mod, but it's more of a preference thing. Some boards definitely benefit from it if that's the intended sound, but you know, it is what it is. Has to do with lightsabers? All right, though, guys. Fun stream today. I think this turned out really good. I'm extremely happy with how today's build turned out. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Love you guys. Oh, now how many mantas are being sold? Here, I have it right here. I wrote it down for you guys. There will be 8 white ones on my website. I can't tell you Bulls because I don't know what he's selling. KB, thank you very much for the prime. 8 white ones, 4 blue ones, 3 raw ones with stainless weights, 1 silver plus copper plus stainless, and 1 raw plus copper, which is the machinist. So not a whole hell of a lot. Yeah, I did have to do some adjustments. I'm holding back like one. I might hold back 1 of every unit just in case. And then there might be like a secondary drop way down the line. But just to be certain, in case someone gets something that maybe they're not like 100% even after I've QC'd them, I will hold back at least 1 of everything. So, well, I can't hold back some of them because I only have 1 unit. But no, they'll be live tomorrow. Oh, let's plug this keyboard back in. All right, though, guys. I will be taking the rest of the night to go sleep. I hope you guys get some good sleep, too. Oh, if this doesn't have Control-C. God damn, win keyless. Let's go find someone to raid. I think Mr. Bull is streaming.
So nice. Took a break, but nice to see you have a good one.
Oh, he's showing off some of the mantas. You guys have a good one. I love you. Thank you, Lazy. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. Love you. And Pancake, I'll take a look at your DM here in a sec. I'm just going to go get some water and like walk it off a little bit. Just get up, move around. Bye, everyone. Love you. Have a good one. And see ya.